Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video and I'm so excited. I just said welcome back to my channel. Anyway, we've made some improvements since the last video. Number one, I did my nails. By doing my nails, I mean I stuck these on with glue and it's the best thing I've done in a while. Second, I have a tripod here, which I'm feeling like super fancy. I even have a remote to turn it on. Let's see if it works. So today's video, I'm going to talk about all the things I have acquired since we've been on quarantine. Some have been replacements, some have been gifts, and then the majority has been me breaking my no-buy. So here we go. So first with the replacements. The first thing I got was the Cabral from Benefit. I've used a full one of these up. It took me over a year to do it. I got this in last March and I used it. It was basically the only thing I used in my brows for the entire year. Sometimes I use the Anastasia powder just to fill things in a little bit more, but overall it's this. So I tried a mini because the large, even though I hit pan, I guess, all the way down, it started getting a little weird at the end, so I figured let me try a small one and see how long it lasts me. So the second was this De-Bronzy Drunk Elephant. I've only used the small samples of these, but I use this to mix in with lighter foundations or to mix in with my foundations for my summer shade. I use a lot of sunscreen, so I don't really change my skin color too much throughout the year, but sometimes it is a little bit, no matter how careful I am. I have some pretty powerful melasma, like in my forehead and on my nose and my upper lip and my chin. You can see a little bit of it, and that happens immediately once any sun gets on me. So I'm pretty good about being careful with sunscreen, but these are really great to mix in with my sunscreen if I just want a really sheer look, or with, like I said, with lighter foundation. So I really enjoyed this. The next thing I purchased was the Instant Age Rewind Concealer, Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer from Maybelline. I've had many of these. I used one all the way up. I got the brightening shade. It's pretty pink. And it's supposed to brighten under eye circles. I have it on today. I think it's good. I'm not totally sold on it yet, but it's cute. So and one more thing. So I bought the Shiseido cotton rounds. They're not cotton rounds. They're facial cottons. Whatever. I love these things. They're expensive and I love them, but I love them. So that's the reason why I keep buying them. Okay, so that's it for the replacement items. Then, so that didn't break my no-buy. I was like, pretty good. Then I had a gift card to Sephora and I purchased two items. One is this Buxom blush in the color Mykonos. It's the Wanderlust blush. And I got this on recommendation from Risa Does Makeup. I think that's her channel name here on YouTube. It's a fabulous blush. I know in here, like I was doing this yesterday. That's pretty good. The color. It's a very nice and bright. I don't think the camera is actually picking up on how bright it is. Corally pink with a little bit of shimmer. It's so pretty. I love it. It really just makes you look super flushed. And then the second thing I bought was the Natasha Denona Mini Retro Palette. I love this. I love this more than I thought I would. So then Mother's Day happened and I got some wonderful gifts from my family. The first is, I'm wearing most of this today. This is all from M Cosmetics. So my sister, my lovely sister, got me a couple things. So first are these, I don't know what the official name of these are, but this is a blush and it's a liquid blush. It has a dropper. I know it looks like it's nail polish and my daughters thought it was. But it's the blush I'm wearing today. My sister described it perfectly as it looks like I just went for a run on a little bit of a chilly day. I didn't do that at all, but anyway, I love how these look. My only recommendation is that you work one cheek at a time because they set pretty well, or pretty quickly, but I love them. Like this is so great. This is the lip that I'm using today. It's a bright, what would you call this? Like watermelon coral? I don't know. I love it. It's called Lotus Blossom and it's her lip gloss, M Cosmetics lip gloss. It feels like a lip gloss and a lipstick together because it's thicker than a just shiny lip gloss. I love it. It's fabulous. And the last thing she got me was the eyeliner. She got it for me in the brush tip. I love this. It works perfectly. It's really easy to draw a fine line and I like it as much as the tattoo liner from Kat Von D. So this one's fabulous. So I was super excited about that. So my husband got me this beautiful palette. I love Natasha Denona shadows. I love them. They are so stupid expensive, like stupid. I can't even handle it. But when I use them, I feel special, and I know that's stupid, but I do, and so I always want to reach for them. And if I'm using them, then although they're much more expensive, at least I'm using them, and so therefore they're not just like wasted money in my collection. So the Safari palette was actually on sale on Natasha Denona's website and on Sephora, and then there was the VIB sale. So I got this, or he got this for me at a much better price than it is usually. But it's an all matte palette that I really apparently struggled to open. An all matte palette. I don't always wear all mattes, but I love these colors. The other day I used these two and it was beautiful. One of my favorite, I used this twice. These two, Rhino and Stone, were so beautiful. I loved them. And I think the only thing I'll want to use with this is sometimes a shimmer on my lid, because I usually like that. But that's really easy to grab with one of these smaller palettes. I can just grab this, pop this on my lid, and then I'll be happy. But I'm trying to do more matte looks, just because I think that's an area that I haven't explored really with eyeshadow, even though I love it. So I was like super excited to get this. So then the blackout happened. By blackout, I mean where I blacked out and I just kept shopping. So the Sephora VIB happened, and that's usually hard anyway when you're on a no-buy, because it's 20% off and you don't usually get 20% off, and even though Sephora's doing it a little more often. But I was so excited, and then I just started shopping. So here are some of the things that I purchased. One was this Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue. It's really reflective, so I can't really show it to you well. But this, I'm not sure about. It has SPF 45, and I really like that. I still wear an SPF underneath myself, just because, like I said, I'm trying to avoid the sunspots or the melasma that I get. This color is too dark on me, so I mix it with another color. I also got the Kapari lip oil in Sangria. I really like this. I thought it was going to be like the pigment wasn't going to mix well. I used it, so I don't. Did you want to see that? Well, I showed it to you. Anyway, I thought that the pigment wasn't going to like mix well in the oil, but I really liked it. I've used it a couple times. It gives a really pretty color that I've enjoyed. I'll show it to you. Oh, wow. I went overboard. How do YouTubers do this? So it's definitely not this dark once it's sheared out, but it's just a pretty like color. I'll see if I can shear it out a little bit. It's just a pretty color on the lips. Here, this is much better. And I really enjoy it. So that was a fun purchase as well. And then the other thing, I didn't get this on sale, I got this from Target, was the Laura Geller Bronze and Brighten. I've had this like for so many years, like probably 20 years ago, I purchased this for the first time. I'm still looking for a bronzer. It's the bronzer I'm wearing today. I think I like this one probably more than the other ones because it has a little bit of pink in it, I think is maybe what I've been looking for. When you swatch it, don't mind this one, that's lipstick. When you swatch it, it's pretty, what do we call this? I don't know. Looks like a bronzer. But I'm trying, has a little bit of red in it. I'm trying to find one that works a little better with my skin tone, and this is in the running, and hopefully it will last forever. So if I like it, I'll take some pictures and I'll see what it looks like. Okay, then palettes. Just palettes happened. I love eyeshadow palettes. I think I wanted to be an artist when I was little. I don't actually have artistic ability as far as like on a paper or on a canvas, but I used to love watching Bob Ross and his happy little trees. Oh my God, I loved it. And I loved watching his physical palette with all the paints and how he would mix them. And I think it's part of my natural attraction to makeup, and more specifically to palettes. I love them. I love palettes so much. So I bought 4. Well, I bought 3, actually. I bought 3 because, oh no, there's the 4th one. Because one other one was a gift that I forgot. But anyway, so one of them is the Natasha Denona Mini Star Palette. I am obsessed. I should have bought this so long ago. I love every color. I did a look using every single color the other day. I loved it. Number 1, these 3 right in the middle. I'm trying not to have it be so reflective, but these 3 right here, this is every day, like transition on the lid, and then a little bit to darken the lash line or in the crease. I love, love, love this. And then these two are so fabulous. This I should have bought so long ago. I love it. The next one, Natasha Denona, again, yeah, are you counting? This is the 4th palette from Natasha Denona. This we also got, just me, also got on sale. It's the Sunrise palette. I am super excited to play with this. I used it today. I mean, literally, I used 2 colors. I used Morning and Laurel. So Morning and Laurel, sorry for the light, but really lightly Laurel on the lid and Morning in the crease. I just wanted to play with it today, but I love this. I'm super excited to use this as well, and hopefully it will be great. And then some other things. So let me show you the palette I got as a gift. So my friend Allison got me the Born to Run palette. And it's funny because I've had the Born to Run palette. I've used it, and I decluttered it. And I decluttered it because I felt like there was always something missing. And I'm the type of person that likes to use one palette and not dip into other shades. And I felt like something was missing. And even though this like screams Merrily, like I love using color, and so I really thought this would be a perfect palette for me. Anyway, I got rid of it. And then the week before Mother's Day, I was like, oh, I think I want that palette back. I was watching some YouTube videos where people were making 5 looks in one palette, and I thought they were so beautiful. This is like one of my favorite shades, this like deep gray. I love deep metallics like this all over the lid. So I kept looking at these YouTube videos and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had that palette back. I wonder who I gave it to. Like, can I steal it back? And then Allison showed up with this. So I think I determined what is missing. These shades annoy me. And I think that's the problem. This is pretty much the only one I could use as a transition color. I can sometimes use this, but that's much warmer. And these two are so similar on my lid. It just feels dumb. It annoyed me. So what I decided to do is just take one of my mini palettes when I want that a specific color on my lid, and then hopefully I can love this as much as I should, because I really do like this palette. I think it has everything it needs. I need to get over that little rub. Okay, and then the last 2 palettes that I purchased. So one is everything I own reflective. One is the Jackie Aina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This palette was on super sale at Nordstrom, and I had $20 of Nordstrom cash or whatever they do. So I got it for much less than it costs, or it originally cost. I think I love this palette. I watched some YouTubers who love this. Andrea is one of them, and I'll link her channel down below if I can figure out how to do that. Anyway, and she loves it. I love pinks and purples. Love them. I love greens. So I'm hoping that this palette is going to work out really well for me. I really like the brushes that Anastasia usually includes. I didn't use that one yet. I did one look with this, but look at this color, just like the other one, like a really deep metallic I love those all over the lid. So I'm really excited about this one. And then the last one is probably the palette that I am most excited about. I have heard about Melt Cosmetics, like back when they were in the circle, like twisty pans, and I thought they were really interesting but really intense, and I was a little bit intimidated by them. At that time they were only mattes, and I wasn't super into mattes. So then when I was literally on Sephora just trying to buy something, like I didn't need anything. I don't need anything ever, but I found this Melt Impulsive palette. Now, first of all, this is the heaviest palette I've ever owned. Like, I could like kick someone's butt with this. I won't, because that's wrong, but it is so heavy. And what they've done is they've set up these like trios of color. This is so gorgeous. I used this the other day using some of these like purpley tones. I just absolutely loved it. This one's a little bit crumbly, but if you just pat it on, it worked well. I loved it. I cannot wait to use these. Like, these are just screaming a sunset eye to me. Both of these are so gorgeous on the lid. And look, I got another one of those. This one's called Drunk Text. a really pretty, a really pretty deep color again. that I just love. Has a little bit of shimmer and it's great for a one shadow look. So this palette I'm so excited about. All of these I dipped in one time just to get a little taste of them, and then my goal is to use them for an entire week. And if you want me to film that, just let me know down below. I have no idea how I'm going to film that, but it'd be fun to try, because I think with any of these palettes, when you buy them, sometimes you need a little help, like coming up with some inspiration as far as how to use the palette completely. If not, you end up using, you know, one or two shades a lot, and then the rest get neglected. So anyway, that is my collective haul, my retail therapy during this quarantine. I'm gonna stop now because I think I bought enough, and I think my family has given me enough, and I think I need to use this. So the goal is that I go back on my no buy and I do not buy anything. I'll keep you updated, but I hope you have a wonderful day, and subscribe. That's so exciting. Anyway, so subscribe and hit like, and that would be, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.